Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of writing inequalities. This is standard 7.10a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 5 off the Redesign Practice Online STAAR Test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got this little story problem here, and we need to find an inequality that's going to work for it. So let's open up our graph draw feature. Increase the transparency here so we can see what's going on behind. And let's look at this one step at a time. So we have an animal rescue group that recorded the number of adoptions that occurred each week for 3 weeks. All right, so there were X adoptions during the first week. All right, so I'm just going to kind of write this over here. And so week 1 equals X, okay? There were 10 more adoptions during the second week than in the first week, okay? So week 2 equals 10 more adoptions than the first week. So it's going to be X plus 10, right? Because X is my first week. So week 2 is simply 10 more, or X plus 10. And then there were twice as many adoptions during the third week as during the first week. Okay, so wow. Week 3 equals twice. All right, so this twice right here. First week is simply X, right? So week 3 is going to be 2X. Just 2 times. Right, so week 1 is X, week 2 is X plus 10, week 3 is 2X. And there were a total of at least 50 adoptions from the animal rescue group during the 3 weeks. So interesting. Okay, so at least 50. So look at what we've got here. So we've got our inequalities. And we've got to figure out whether that at least is greater than and equal to or less than or equal to. But look what they're wanting you to do. They're wanting you to combine those 3 weeks. So I'm going to put my week 1 is X, week 2, if we're just going to combine them, right, I'll just put addition here, X plus 10. And then I've got my week 3, which is 2X. Now, since these are all just connected with addition, I don't really need the parentheses to keep those separate. So I can actually just drop the parentheses. X plus 10 plus 2X. I would need to keep the parentheses if I'm connecting them with multiplication or division to keep my order of operations going. But I'm just adding everything. Well, how many X's do I've got? Let's change the color to see. I need to start combining X's. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So I've got 4X. And then what do I have left? I've got this plus 10. That's the only constant I've got there that's not connected with a variable. So I've got 4X's and I've got a plus 10. And then it says at least 50. So that's where this comes in. 50. Okay, at least. So it can be 50, and it can be more than 50. It just can't be less than 50, right? So if it were 48 or something, then that wouldn't work. So at least 50 means it's going to have to be greater than. But the at least means it can be equal to 50. So if you're equal to 50, then that's at least 50. So this is what I've got right here. 4X plus 10 is greater than or equal to 50, because it's at least 50, but it's going to be greater than 50. And so you notice here that I've got very similar. The differences here are the 3X versus the 4X. Well, I need 4X's, and then I'm looking for that particular inequality symbol. So my answer here is going to be B.